We're recording again. Let's finish up with nervous tissue. Neural tissue conducts electrical impulses, moves information around, stores that information, processes that information. There are two types of neural tissue: neurons or nerves, and neuroglia, which means nerve glue. So when you have a nerve cell, you have dendrites, the cell body, the axon, and the synaptic terminals. The neuroglial cells help support nerves, maintain the fluid around the nerves, supply nutrients, and defend against infection. So here's what a multipolar neuron, most of the neurons in your body are multipolar. So input from another cell starts at the dendrites, is carried into the cell body. Then you have this axon hillock, which is where the nerve impulse goes down, flows down the axon, and terminates at the synaptic terminals at dendrites of another nerve. So nerve impulses always flow from dendrite to cell body to axon to synaptic terminals, because neurotransmitters or biochemical messages often open up pores in the dendrites or channels that allow for sodium, for instance, to enter. And when you have a flow of sodium and potassium and calcium, those are charged particles. So the flow of sodium, potassium, and calcium, that's an electrical current. Okay. So if tissue is injured, tissues make a coordinated response, try to stop inflammation, which is redness, heat, and damage to the tissue. Inflammation, whether you believe it or not, is caused by meat and dairy. We shouldn't be eating meat and dairy. We should be eating a plant-based diet. I struggle all the time. I have a big problem, but I weigh 240 about. I got down to 219 with a plant-based diet. So veganism has to take over in eating plants, because a major cause of inflammation is dairy and meat. I know most of y'all are not going to believe that. I know that you should eat a lot of processed foods that always contain sugar and salt, because that's really good for you. So that's why I like to eat tasty cakes and donuts and all those things. And I drink soft drinks because that has salt in it too, because I know that really does me good, because I like it so much and I'm addicted to it. So the human race has to struggle to eat plants, because there's just too much cow dung, too much methane being released, and a major cause of climate change is all of the gas released by animals like cows, pigs, chickens, and what we're going to do with all of that waste. So, inflammation. Cells get injured by a cut or diet. So, my daughter has Crohn's disease. Crohn's disease is a classic disease where the body attacks the digestive system. I have rheumatoid arthritis. I have pretty good evidence and conjecture that my lungs and heart have been attacked by my rheumatoid arthritis and cause inflammation. So I've had a video-assisted thoracic surgery about 10 years ago, and I was told that my lungs have chronic inflammation, pulmonary fibrosis, and hypertensive arteriopathy. So a higher blood pressure that destroys my arteries. I had to have a pericardial effusion surgery January 6th, the day of the insurrection, and I had to have a window put in my pericardium to drain the fluid from my heart. I had a lot of fluid around my heart, and my supposition with my cardiologist and my pulmonologist is that my lungs and hearts were damaged by autoimmune. And one of the major causes of inflammation is dairy and meat. We're not supposed to be eating meat. If you look, you're not supposed to be eating dairy. We're not baby cows. So really, you shouldn't be eating yogurt, ice cream, milk, anything. I know that's heresy, but the more that you eat, the more inflammation you have, and the sooner you die. Because, as I said, it's best to eat like Twinkies and little cakes because the people in the food industry are really concerned with our health. They put sugar and salt in everything, corn syrup, and they know that will get us addicted to sugar and salt. So they're just trying to make us healthier. I'm addicted to cakes and donuts. I've been addicted all my life. I'm trying very hard to make kombucha and to eat only a plant-based diet. So we'll stop there. And that's enough for that one. So let's go back to here and stop recording. I stop presenting. Stop recording. Stop recording. Stop recording. Stop recording.